coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
And that one and will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Pick. Top by Marlon Humphrey.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 26 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pick.
But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, it's Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, Carr, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in it. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
he's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. forced out to his left. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr being chased out left. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. From the gun, Carr. Brought in left side by Snead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Carr completes it. And he is out of bounds. But not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Carr again. And he'll find Moreau here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 27 yards, and the Raiders have taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Raiders 21. Ravens.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. On first down, Dobbins. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Raiders 21. Ravens 17.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
But I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
3-yard line.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw his Carr. Now a quick throw out line to Ruggs. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 28. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. It's a foot race. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Come on! At their own 28-yard line.
They don't want none.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He's brought down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. A heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.